I haven't made a new YouTube video in a while. I just got very busy teaching Celtic mythology classes and I haven't had time. I should be back with more new content now, but I want to talk a bit about trends on YouTube and how my tiny channel will be responding to them. So let's start with the big baddie, AI. Celtic mythology is hard to illustrate. While I love visuals, I don't really see the gods as looking any particular way. And I find it disturbing when they're either turned into sexy eye candy or scary monsters, which is what AI is going to do, because those kinds of depictions have been popular for a long time. AI is very trained on what I'd loosely call the male gaze, the tendency to make males hypermasculine and females hyperfeminine. It's not really just the male gaze anymore, though. The last generation or two have been brought up on that to the extent that a lot of young women also just see it as normal. It's the prevailing style of imagery. Not that there aren't some refreshing backlashes from time to time. I also find AI imagery just lacks something. It feels dead, soulless, and a bit icky. And that's before we even get to what it's doing to the artists whose work it's taking from. Personally, I like real things. I don't overlap my love of Celtic mythology with an interest in fantasy literature or gaming culture. AI, of course, can't tell the difference, and some so called content creators are now using AI to write their scripts too. So look out for even more erroneous and misleading statements about Celtic mythology. Is Epona a Celtic goddess or whatever this is? The other thing that has gone crazy on YouTube is a thing called B-roll. This is just stock footage that you can buy or access for free, just like you can images. It usually features generic looking people doing something a little bit like the thing you're talking about, or footage of a mountain or a bird or whatever. It's probably not the exact mountain or bird you're talking about, but who cares? Somebody told you that the only way to keep anybody watching your video is to have the scene change every few seconds because viewers now have the attention span of a 3-year-old with an iPad. When I create videos with imagery, I spend a lot of time curating still images that illustrate exactly what I'm talking about or that help to convey a mood or something in a story. It's time consuming. I wish I was an artist, but I'm not, and I can't afford to pay one. I make about 50 cents a day from YouTube, honestly. I know my style is quirky and low tech, and I'm fine with that. So don't expect any big changes. I will continue to focus on good quality information and presenting it in a way that's helpful. If you need gods with big hair and a backdrop of weird skies, you won't get it here. I have wondered about doing some reaction videos. It's tempting to respond to some of the worst Celtic mythology content, but I'm a bit reluctant to give bad videos attention and exposure. I'd rather starve them of oxygen than send people to look at them. But the fact is that some of the worst ones are also already the most popular, so maybe I should just go for it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Are there specific videos that you would like to see me comment on? On a friendlier note, I also wonder about collaborations or guest spots. So if you're a YouTuber whose focus is Celtic mythology or something closely related, and you want to do a project with me like that, either on your channel or mine, please do get in touch. Maybe we can come up with something. Equally, if you're an artist whose aesthetic values you think maybe are a bit like mine and you'd like to work with me on a video or two, I'm happy to give you lots of space to plug your shop or website in return for that. Or I can split my 50 cents a day with you for a while. So that's it, really. I will be back with more videos soon. In fact, I plan to start filming one today. Meanwhile, the best way to learn from me is to take a class. And the best way to support me is through Patreon or Ko-fi. The links for everything are below this video. Bye-bye.